Pt.1. I've got the heavyweight with me today, Jill Carattini, dear friend for, I don't know, about 20 years, I would say, for a long time. You've read her stuff on Slice of Infinity, and well, we're here at Refresh, and we're going to just do a little slice of Refresh, if that's okay. And we're going to have just a big heavyweight time here today. Anyway, Jill's been a dear friend, and I just want to ask her a couple of questions that I think would be pertinent to you. As you know, we're trying to head this direction in TD as well. So anyway, Jill, without further ado, we've known each other for a long time, and what I've seen from you over the years is that you've been really growing in a holistic, fuller dimension in your faith and walk. You can see it also in your writing and even just getting to know each other. Could you just tell me, when I first met you, I didn't really hear much about the arts. We didn't really talk much about the arts, but as time has gone on, and maybe in the last decade or so, it seems to be emerging more as something that has really helped you grow in the depth and understanding of your relationship with the Lord. Would you mind just sharing a little bit about how the art has helped you in that?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And you're right, it really has been a journey. I think I grew up in a family of faith where a lot of times it was about a mental assent. I confess this, I believe this, I am trying really hard to be a different kind of person, or I'm trying really hard to follow Christ, but it was always a mental thing. And there were a lot of parts of what it means to be human that was left out of that language of faith and belief for me. I struggled with an eating disorder for years and years and years as a high school student and then a college student, and I think part of it had a lot to do with the disconnect. I didn't know how to have a body in the kingdom of God. I only knew how to think of my body as bad, or as the flesh was, it was only in negative terms. And so I really think there was a part of me that thought I needed to reason my way into the kingdom. That I would leave my body behind and I would follow Christ with all my mind and heart and that sort of thing. And so it was a discovery of the arts. I think a discovery of writing, creative writing, but also the arts more broadly, that really did invite some of the bigger parts of what it means to be human back into the conversation about faith and belief. So for me, it was really therapeutic, but it also helped me see that I had a false impression of who God was at root. I thought of God as a kind of a fatherly figure that was upset with me. And so art really did help me challenge some of those beliefs that were at the core sort of false impressions of who God is, but also invited me to more fully inhabit my faith. So it wasn't just a mental assent, but it was something I was actually stepping into and trying on. And you think about that verse, behold, you are a new creation. The old has gone, the new has come. And I had no idea what that meant. I had such a hard time relating to it even. But art has a way of demonstrating what that might mean. So we chose to stand behind this piece in particular, because this is all objects that were found, that were trashed, that were collected and washed off and cleaned, and then made something new. So art has a way of demonstrating transformation when sometimes we can't even imagine. I don't know what it means to be a new creation. I don't know what it means. I know what it means to feel like trash, but I don't know what it means to be picked up and washed off and then made something beautiful. And that's exactly what Christ does for us. But I had a hard time relating to the redemption other than just through the sort of mental processing of it. And this helped me inhabit it in a little bit more holistic sort of way.
And through you, I've been a latecomer to this, and I went to your workshops on art, even though I didn't really want to go, but I really should, but I didn't really want to.
It's like my prize student here.
I was instrumental, and still am, because we have that solid foundation that we need to build on here, but we don't stay there, we go from there. So Jill's been really instrumental for helping me to start experiencing my faith and feeling my faith. So that's been. Now, we got probably some youth here, Chinese youth in particular, who very academic, and haven't been really allowed to explore that as much more than just a hobby or something. But in our last minute here, could you just maybe give a suggestion or two of maybe how they might be able to maybe they're not even artistic, or they don't even know that they're artistic, but there's an artist, God's imprint on each one of us.
Of course, yeah.
Maybe they might, an encouragement for them that they might get started to discover.
Absolutely. No, that's great. Yeah, I mean, I don't think of myself as an artist, so to speak. Like, I've wrestled with creative writing for so long. It took me a long time to be able to say I'm a writer. But I think stepping into that